Fashi TV. Ajatwengme Keminshe.
Good afternoon, everyone. You're all welcome to Fingerprints. It's time for us to bring to you one of our beautiful topic that we've choose this afternoon. That is ink to industry. Is the economic impact of books and publishing on job creation. You know, Fingerprint always focus on job creation. So everything we do liaise with job creation. My name is Ni Odai Kofi. We're going for short commercials. When we come back, we are going to talk about book publishing. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of mosquitoes ruining your peace? Say goodbye to buzzing pests and hello to uninterrupted comfort with GS Joseph Ventures Magnetic Door Mosquito Net. Designed for modern homes and easy to install, our strong magnetic closure ensures a seamless fit, no gaps, no hassle, just smooth automatic closing to keep mosquitoes out and fresh air in. Don't let mosquitoes take over your home. Upgrade to GS Joseph Ventures Magnetic Mosquito Net. You can contact us on 059 499 6670. Again, 059 499 6670 or 0554 8411 and 27. It is located at Accra UTC, China House, adjacent Children's Hospital.
We are right back, and this is Fingerprint. We are coming to talk about book publishing, and we have one of our own who happens to be an author and also publish books, and also our CEO Benjamin Luchu is also here, and he also well versed into book publishing and book writing. So we are going to talk much about this and how this will give us the privilege as youth in order to have something to do. So, gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ben, how's it going?
We are on it. We are just praying that things will move according to the way we've planned.
Okay.
As usual, as you know, I'm a fashion designer. I deal in all kinds of costumes for traditional, wedding, all kinds of costumes, and I do for schools too as well. So any school that is interested in me sewing for them, don't keep late. Just pass by our shop and we will sort you out. So you can contact Luchu Clothing on 0247 250 345 0247 250 345, and we will sort you out.
Okay. Mauto.
Okay. Myself, I'm doing well.
Okay.
And I'm a geologist, an author, and also a consultant.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, you can consult me on anything that relates to water projects and that relates to book writing or publishing, as you will discuss this afternoon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's it. So we are coming to talk about job creation. And we have Benjamin Luchu here. He's into fashion designing. We also have Mauto here. He's also into borehole drilling and also book writing and also publishing. So that is why we are coming to talk about book publishing. So now, let me start from Benjamin. Let me start from Mauto. Mauto, okay, so the topic says ink to industry, the economic impact of book publishing on job creation. So how does book publishing contribute to job creation?
Right. Book publishing is a good thing in the sense that whatever image or text that you have, you give it to the publishing company to market or to distribute for you. So it first starts with the author, the one who will write the material.
Okay.
Person must write the information and put it down. For instance, if it's a storybook, the person must write the story and later give it out to the publishing house. They'll go through it. You have those we call the proofreaders. They'll read it and make sure any mistakes, the grammatical errors, they do the correction, then they do the typesetting. Then the cover page too, depending on which logo you want to put on your cover page, you speak to them. But it should be a cover page that is very catching, that when someone sees it, it will relate to what you are talking about in your book. Aside that too, in book publishing, you also have people who work at the publishing house. You have the how do you call it? The drivers and those that bring the materials, that's the paper materials, the raw materials. And mostly, most of the papers that we use for printing here are imported. So they import them, but going forward, I think we can produce some of them here because we have the materials. We just need the machines. The raw material, we have it and we can use it. We just need the machines and need the technology to be able to produce paper out of the raw material. Then we use the paper for the printing of the books. So it creates a lot of jobs from the beginning to the end. So it's very economical.
Okay, as you said, it creates a lot of jobs from beginning to the end. We come to you and you tell us how you started writing books, where you got to, books that you've published, and what is it doing now in the market. But let me go to our CEO, Benjamin Lechu. Ben, so we are talking about publishing.
The Ghana book publishing industry over the years has shown significant growth through various initiatives. The world is now going technological. So you realize that now our publishers are also going technological, whereby now you get soft copies of books on the net, online and stuff, and even you get audio version of the book too as well, with the person reciting whatever he has written there in an audio form. So you realize that with our side, the book publishing industry is really showing some significant growth to the extent that now it has created jobs for people. So jobs such as the authors. Realize the case, you want to write a book. Maybe you are not a writer, but you need someone to put the ideas together. This is when the author comes in. With our current president, John Mahama, President John Mahama, he's not an author or a writer, but he has written a book. Even, I think, 40th, he'll be launching another book that he has written. So this is where the author comes in. He will put his ideas together, then put it in a written form. So from there, it will go to the reader. He will go through to see the grammatical errors, the punctuations and stuff, where there's supposed to be comma, and so from there, then it goes to the editor. He will edit the book, rearrange where chapter 1 should start from, where introduction should start from, and stuff. So from there, you realize that it follows to the retailer. So the retailer is the one that will sell the book to the public. But you realize that in this part of the world, we don't read that much. Ghana, that's one thing I've realized. Because some time ago, I intentionally went to a bookshop to just ask them, like, how sales goes. And the person was like, sales isn't that much because people don't read that much. Maybe they will read soft copy, but for the hard copy, coming to the bookshop to buy, the person feels that maybe I'm come to join a queue or I'm come to waste my time. So the person will prefer the soft copy rather than the hard copy. So the book industry is showing some significant growth, but with proper initiatives and proper way of doing things, you will get to the likes of the Americans, whereby when you compare their book industry to ours, they are far ahead of us. So I will encourage our authors our book industry players to put in much effort, add the technological aspect of it to it, and you will get there.
Okay, so we get there. Are we not lacking back? Is it not long overdue? We always say that we get there.
Yeah,
we are not there.
It takes extra work to get there, because if the country itself is not supporting our book industry, we will not get there. With them, I'm sure the government has laid aside some funds for book publishers. But with here, you have to you have to find your way, your own means of publishing your books, and it's costly too as well.
That's where the problem is.
Yeah, that's where the problem is.
The push is not there.
The push is not there.
Okay. Now we are talking about book publishing and also authoring or writing. So let me come to you, Mauto. So Mauto, what economic benefit does the book publishing industry bring?
Right, like I said, the book publishing industry gives you revenue. Okay, the publishing company, they generate revenue, and the revenue gives the government opportunity to tax them. And any worker working in the publishing industry is paid salary or wages, and as they take that money, they are subjected to tax. So revenue is generated, and as they are working, there's a source of employment to them. So they also have an employment that at the end of the month or by the end of the week, they take salary or they take wages, depending on whether they are working, depending on whether it's on wages or on salary. Then aside that, my brother here said, it's a chain reaction or chain rule. You begin from the first stage, you move to the second, third, and fourth. So the idea comes, you put it into writing, you send it to the publishing house. The proofreader is also a person specialized in reading, going through to check whether whatever you've done is correct. Give it to the editor also goes through. Then after everything has been done and the book has been printed, you have to send copies to the retail department. It could be retail shops, it could be bookshops, it could be any other retail avenue. Now the technology is that you can also put it online. When you put it online, then you have electronic books, so people can read online and pay money for it. So then this brings into context of copyright or intellectual property. So you should be very careful whatever you put on the internet. You have the copyright, so that someone will not just because of your toil of so many years to come up with an idea, someone will just take that idea and just be making money, and you will be there and you will not make any money out of it. So you need that copyright, so that you have that backing that this book has been written by you, that in case someone should take your book and produce it in any form without your consent, then you can write to your lawyer to sue that person, and you can take some money from them. So they will also have to always come to you to seek your advice before make copies of your book.
Okay. Ben?
Yeah. The economic benefits of book publishing cuts across, because it doesn't get to rely on just the author or the proofreader. It cuts across to even the printer, the one who prints your idea into a whole book. Yeah, it happens in the way that the printer gets it in large quantity. So with that, the printer takes whatever income that comes in and invest it back into the economy in a way that the printer will buy things to use to print whatever you're supposed to put on in the book, or whatever that has been written. The printer has to print it out, so the person will have to buy the ink, light, whatever. So it comes back into the economy too as well, and also it serves as form of revenue for even the author or the writer of the book, because when that person sells the book, you or she gets money back, because I happened to attend a book launch, and when you realize the amount people were buying a book, just a book for, you realize that they are really making money. A person was buying one book around 1,000 CDs, just this book, 1,000 CDs. I was like, wow.
It's just to support the person.
Yeah. I was like, wow. Then I should go into book writing. So you realize that it cuts across all the sectors when it comes to the economic aspect of book publishing.
Okay. So with this, Mauto, what impetus you, what push you, what propels you to start putting something down and to write book?
Okay, this is a good question. My thought initially was to teach what I have, practically a student. I'll go to the board and teach the person. But how many students can I assemble at a go? Maybe 15, 20, 30. Then I say, this idea, what if I write it in a writing form and get it in a book form? With a book, it can go across the world, across the country and across the world. So then the idea came to put things together. So I started putting the pieces together. And you need courage, you need perseverance, you need determination. Sometimes there's no money, but you have to do your best to still push and get people to work on your book.
Okay, so this is calculator.
Techniques.
Yeah. Okay, tell us.
This book is about how you can use your scientific calculator to answer questions, mathematically related questions. You know, our, how do you call it? WASI students, they are just writing commas this Thursday. So you can imagine a student having this calculator techniques book. A person can either use it to solve mathematics questions with ease, you see, and confirm answers in real time, because you and I know that in examination condition there's pressure on our mind. 2 plus 2, you can even say 30. 30 or even 14, because there's pressure on your mind. But once you can use the scientific calculator with that ease to just give your answer in real time, I mean, it's good. And it's not only in mathematics, but any other calculation related subject. They are yet to write integrated science. Integrated science also has physics, chemistry, agric, and all this requires calculation. Once you can use the scientific calculator very well, and you can plot your straight line, you can use the calculator to generate your gradient and the y-intercept, which is also needed when you draw your straight line in graph work. And it helps a lot, so you can confirm your answer in good time. So this book is especially good for those in the senior high schools and those who have just completed the BEC, awaiting placement. So if you have a ward who is going to senior high school, you need to recommend this book to him or her so that he can get it, because in senior high schools there's no teacher who is teaching how to use a calculator in senior high schools. It's only what you learn from your friends or your colleagues. That's what you use. So if there's a book that can give you original information as to what you can do with the scientific calculator, I think it will go a long way to help students. So in my perspective, the idea of writing the book and touching many lives, going into many homes, as I've also read other books by other authors, I believe other people should also read my book. And I've benefited from reading books of other authors, especially, you know, of if I can mention him, Aquila Publication, other books, other renowned publishers, Aquila Publication, A+, and other renowned, those beginning, then the renowned original publishers, they started small, but with time, we read their books, and we saw that the money that they had from the publication of the initial book expanded, so they now have their own publishing industry, and it's good. So that's what gave me the idea that I want to touch lives. I want to help people, because I realized people were complaining that mathematics is a very difficult subject. Meanwhile, mathematics is one of the easiest subjects. It's the only subject you can score 100%.
Really?
Yes, it's the only subject you can score 100%.
So how can you use this mathematics techniques book to solve it, because someone will see it, but he doesn't know how to go about it.
Okay, so what if you take this scientific book that I've written, calculator techniques book that I've written, it has the manual, how do you call it, solution, how you work it manually using your pen and your pencil to work it out. Then you have to get your scientific calculator with you, and I've indicated the steps. I've given you the introduction that guides you as to what to expect when you press certain functions on a scientific calculator. Like you buy a mobile phone. Once you buy a mobile phone, you need the manual. The manual will guide you that when you press this function, this is what will happen. When you press that function, that is what will happen. So when you go and buy a scientific calculator and you need an extra information, which is the calculator techniques book which I have written, which is specifically written with the WASI syllabus in mind to guide students to excel. So it's structured in a way that once the student gets it, practicalize it. You know, nowadays students don't like reading, as you said. People want something that they can use with their hands and enjoy. So once they have a calculator, it's more or less like a mobile phone, pressing something to play with. I mean, it will guide the students, and they can also use it as a revision tool. Can you imagine having an equation 1/3x plus 4 = 10 solved? And that person can use a scientific calculator, impute that function into the scientific calculator. Calculator will tell you x is equal to 10. Then you take your pen and pencil, you work it out, and you get x is equal to 10. Wouldn't you be happy? You don't need a teacher to tell you that this equation x is equal to 10. A calculator can equally give you the good answer. Yeah. Thank you.
You don't want to come in?
Yeah. You know, when you said math is the most easiest subject, I was wondering because even when I was in SHS, I used to have scientific calculator, but I didn't know how to go about it. So commerce, I was just writing any answer there. So this brings to the point that there are so many people in this country that have got so many ideas, but how to go about it, to put it in a written form, that is our problem. Because a wise man once told me that the most knowledge in this world is in the black man's mind. That was what the man told me. I was like, really? He said, yeah, because a black man can sit and think about something right now. When he or she puts it into use, you realize that people have started doing what that person has done. So I would encourage each and every person that have got an idea, that want to put it in a written form or a hard copy or soft copy form, at least you should contact someone that has idea about what you want to do. Because when I wanted to go into fashion, I spoke to someone that was in the field, and the person told me that this is how you are supposed to go about it. But it's a patience job. If you don't have patience for it, you won't get there, because there are certain points in time that work will come, and there are certain times that work will not come. It will not come every day. So it cuts across every industry. So there are times that you will have ideas on how to write a book, and there are certain times that you realize that you've written a book, but no one is buying. It's sorry to say, you've written nonsense. even your editor will tell you that whatever you've written nonsense. You want something creative. So it cuts across. So whoever have gotten any idea, I want to put it on paper, contact someone that is on that same tangent with you, that have been there before. Speak to the person, and the person will give you idea on how to go about it.
Okay. Maunto, you see is it what calculator techniques? Somebody have it, and there are certain things written on it. So I mentioned this and blah blah blah. Can you give an example of how to solve maybe some equation with that? Do you understand?
I get your point.
Okay.
So practically, we all know to find the mean of something. When we say mean, it means what? Average. So when you take the scientific calculator and you press the mode, it gives you the functions. So you can go to start. When you click and you go to start, then you can go to data. Go to data, you enter, you input your information. So let's say you have the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers. You are asked to find the mean of these 6 numbers. You all know that you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 divided by total number, which is what? 6. The scientific calculator can do that for you. Okay, by you imputing the right values into the scientific calculator. I want to borrow this statement in the IT field. Garbage in, garbage out. If you press 2 plus 1, don't expect calculator to give you an answer of 3 plus 3. Because when you press 2 plus 1, the calculator is going to give you what? 2 plus 0 to give you 3. And when you expect to get 6, you will not get 6. Because 3 plus 3 is 6. Right? Because if you enter wrong information to the scientific calculator, it will also give you a wrong feedback. Do you get it? So it's about you understanding what to do. Recently, I was speaking to a student to do negative 3 square. Now, negative 3 square, you have to put it in bracket, right? Put negative into bracket, negative 3 before you do the square. When you do that, it means the calculator assumes the number as a negative number and square it. No, negative times negative will give us what? Positive. Now, negative 3 times negative 3 will give us positive what? 9. Now, the lady didn't put the negative 3 in the bracket, but just wrote negative 3 and squared it on the calculator. The calculator, instead of giving her a positive answer, gave her a negative answer. And the girl was, the calculator is wrong. I said, no, you impute the wrong information to the calculator. The information you impute into the calculator means that the calculator should square the 3 and then bring the negative in front of the 3. So when you square 3, what are you getting? Is it not 9? If you bring negative in front of 9, is it not negative 9? Yes. So that's what the calculator has done for you. But if you want it to square the negative 3, make sure you put the negative 3 in brackets so the calculator knows that your number is negative 3 and you are squaring. So you can imagine a negative number that you are squaring maybe in a calculation, and you are supposed to get a positive number. But because you didn't write the value well, you get how do you call it, a negative number, and use it for your calculation. What will happen? You're going to get the final answer wrong. So those are some basic concept that, and there's this what we call quadratic equation. That's another equation that students also find challenging. You have something like as squared plus bs plus c is equal to 0. Find solve the equation, quadratic equation. I'm going to get two values. Maybe s is equal to 2, s is equal to negative 3. Now manually, if you are working this kind of equations, it takes time. Sometimes to get the values to do the calculation is very difficult, but the scientific calculator can equally help you in real time for you to get the answer. So imagine you do the calculator is telling you the answer is 2, then negative 3, and you work it and you had 4 and 6. Will you go through your this thing again, your calculations again? Your calculator is telling you per what you've imputed. The answer is 2 and let's say 3, and you work it and you had 4 and 6. Would you go back to would you look at what you've done, check your calculation manually, say, calculator is giving me a different answer, what I've done to is wrong. So you and the calculator, who will be right? If there's a high tendency calculator, there's a high tendency the calculator is right. So you will have to go through your calculation again and check whether maybe there was a negative somewhere or there's a plus somewhere and you forgot to bring it. The calculator will help you in that real time. So I mean, we've used it and we've seen the benefits of using it even up to the university. At the university level, we use it because I remember when I was in first year at University of Ghana, there was some practical question that they gave to us, and because I was, by God's grace, I was so good in using a calculator. When I went there, they gave us the question. So I think it was a 1 hour question. It was under linear regression. So when I went, I saw the question. I just imputed my answer. The calculator gave me that A is 0.155, B is 0.333, R is 0.14. I wrote the answers down. Then I went through the manual calculation, and I got the same answer the calculator gave me. I said, this one, I've gotten my A. So when I was in the examination, I was laughing. In my mind, I was smiling because I knew what grade I was going to get. And when the result came, I had excelled. So, I mean, it gives assurance to students. So, the book, as has been written, I recommend it to people in universities and also those in senior high school and those who have just completed junior high school to get the book.
Okay, we're going for a short commercial. So when we come back, we talk much about book writing and publishing. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Children have a very high nutritional demand in relation to their size, and vitamins play an important role in maintaining healthy growth. That is why we at Base Pharmacy Company Limited have introduced Base Vite Kid Drops, a multivitamin drop with 7 essential vitamins including vitamin A, D, B1, B2, B6, and vitamin C to aid your child's healthy growth. Base Vite Kid multivitamin drops have been specially formulated to help meet your child's nutritional requirements, helping them to get back to playtime faster. With Base Vite Kid drops from Base Pharmacy Company Limited. For further inquiries of bulk purchase, call Base Pharmacy Company Limited on 0302 672 317 or 0247 287 853.
This advert is FDA approved.
Okay, we are right back, and this is Fingerprint. We are talking about mathematics. You can use mathematics to also create job, and that is what some of us have done. So now, let me come to Ben. Before I come to Mauto, let me go to Ben. Ben, so what we are talking about, let's ask this question. So how does digital publishing impact job creation in the industry?
Yeah, digital publishing impact job
if we have some of these things, you can put it on the screen.
Impact job creation in the sense that when it comes to the electronic aspect of it, because someone has to put it on the net for you, for the book to be able to publish. Because from there, not everybody get access to the hard copy. Because someone might be in the States and the book has been published here. So how do the person get access to the book? So the person has to get it through the internet. So that's where you put the book there. That's what we call the e-book, right?
The e-book,
Yeah, the e-book, the internet book. So that's where you can, and also you can use the internet marketing. That is the likes of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Now people are using TikTok to really promote their products. People are really using TikTok to promote their products and other social media platforms as well. Because the world has gone digital in such that now people don't do manual publishing of books as it used to be. Because they now use the social media to promote their products more for the outside world to get to know about that particular product. Because the world has now moved away from doing things manually. With my field like this, sometimes I use I use the AI. Before I sew a dress for a client, I take the picture of the client, put it on the net, then I'll imagine the dress, then I'll ask AI, how would the dress fit on this person? So AI would design the dress on the person's picture for me. Yeah, before I sew the dress for the person. So already I have idea of how the product is going to look like. So now the world has shifted from doing things manually. So I will encourage publishers to stop, not to stop, but rather do more of social media promotion or marketing. Yeah, it will really help.
So before Mauto, you talk about that one with the calculator techniques. You see, somebody has the book or have the calculator. There are certain writings on it. Also,
functions.
Functions.
Okay. So once you take the calculator, someone said the human anatomy. You have your head, you have your hand, you have your legs, and the other parts of your body. And the calculator, as you see it, has an external features. When you take the scientific calculator, you have the external features and you have the internal features. The internal features are the other internal components, that's the battery and stuff. But our focus is on the external features.
Okay.
Now, when you take a calculator, you have what you call the mode. So when you go to the mode is like it's a function that has other several functions in it. So once you press the mode, it gives you the various functions. Whether I want to do statistics, whether I want to do statistics, whether I want to do quadratic equation, whether I want to do matrices, it will take you there. Whether I want to do regression, it will take you there. So depending on what you want to do, you select it. Like I did a statistical calculation. You just go there and you select it. Now a simple question like 3x plus 1 is equal to 5. Solve. 3x plus 1 is equal to 5. We call a simple linear equation or simple equation. Now the calculator can solve such an equation. All that you have to do is that you just type 2, the normal 2, you enter the 2 on the calculator. Then the x, there's a key on the calculator. It has a pink color. So you just type, then the key command is alpha. So you just go alpha, then the pink x, then plus 10, then you go to alpha again. There's another special equal sign. Now there are 2 equal signs on a scientific calculator. The one at the bottom right corner, then there's one at the top right. So when you want to do the alpha calculation, use the one at the top right of the scientific calculator. So we do the 2 alpha x, select the alpha x plus 1, alpha equals to 5. Now after entering your equation rightly, you go to alpha, you go to shift solve. Then the calculator will ask you, do you want to solve for x? Then yours is to press the bottom right equal sign. That's the bottom right. When you press it, it gives you the answer. So you use 2 equal signs at the same time to solve an equation. So that one is also there. Then you go to the simultaneous equation. The simultaneous equation, when you click on the simultaneous, you go to equations. There are 4 main equations that appears. When you select equation on the calculator, you have the simultaneous equation, quadratic equation, polynomial equation, then I think equation. Okay, so those are the ones. Then the simultaneous equation of 3 unknowns. You have simultaneous equation of 2 unknowns, simultaneous equation of 3 unknowns, polynomial and quadratic. So depending on whatever you want to do, you can select. So when you select simultaneous equation of 2 unknowns, that's what comes in the WASI. The simultaneous equation of 2 unknowns. That's the kind of equations that they ask a lot. For instance, 2x plus y is equal to 10. 4x plus 10y is equal to 30. Find the values of x and y. So then it's up to you to solve it. So you just go to the simultaneous equation. The calculator will give you A, B, C. Then A, B, C. So you look at the coefficients of, when you talk about coefficients, so I'm using mathematical terms. When you talk about coefficients, it means a multiplier of a variable. For instance, if I say 2x, what's the coefficient of x? It's 2. 3y, what's the coefficient of y? It's 3. So you just enter those coefficients into the scientific calculator memory. As the templates come, A, B, and C. Okay, when you do that, the calculator automatically calculates the value of x, y, and y for you because it's 2 unknowns. If it were to be 3 unknowns, to calculate the value of x, y, and z for you. So those are some of the brief elaboration that I can do. But for more demonstration, you need a video, and to get a book, and call me for a presentation on the scientific calculator. I can come to your school and do a demonstration for you. Then subsequently follow up with more presentation. And I want to believe your students will enjoy it and they will also excel.
Okay, so Ben, before you come in, Mauto, kill it up. So with the publishing side, the e-side, just summarize it, then comes in.
Okay, the electronic side, whatever idea that I have as in written in a book form, I have the soft copy as well. I have my copyright. Like you said, you go to the TikTok, you can go to Facebook, you can go to YouTube. Let them know that these are the books that you have. My books too, they are also with other publishing firms that do digital publishing. Okay, there are other firms that do digital publishing. Okay, they can also publish your book for you so that you can also make money. And aside that, digital publishing reaches a wide range of people. Okay, the customer range is wide because I'm in Ghana here. When I put something on digital platform, someone in Japan, someone in America, someone in Britain, within real time we see that this is what has happened. Because in recent times I was in LinkedIn and I wrote something on this calculator techniques book, and you saw a lot of reactions that came about the book. People were interested. They said, wow, something like a book like that. I said, yes, it's in Ghana. So once they've seen it, they can also make a request, and the online one will be sent to them. Or if they're online, I'm still working on it, the hard copy one, you can also get one. As in Methodist book shop, you can get your copy if you need one. Those bookshops, Top Man Bookshop in Accra, you can also get, and other bookshops across the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can. You have sent copies over to them. And if you need one too, you can also come to Ghana Lebanon Islamic School, and I'll get you a copy.
And that's your school? Ghana Lebanon
Islamic Secondary School.
Okay.
English, yeah.
Okay. Then, so this is the calculator, right?
Yes, the calculator.
Okay, so Ben.
Yeah. It's just a top up to what Mr. Mauto was saying. You realize that the world has gone global to the extent that even now calculator uses AI. Just like you asking questions on your phone with the AI, is the same as you asking questions on the calculator. So I will encourage students to take advantage of it, because they should use the calculator in the sense that which will help them, because now the way of doing things manually has advanced. Where those days where you crack your brain solving equations, now it has been made simple for us to use the calculator to be able to solve this equation. So I encourage students to take advantage of this opportunity.
Okay. So Mauto, then let me come to you to ask you this question. What role do artists play in job creation beyond writing? Well, before you come out with a book, there are certain things that you have to put in place and process that you go before your book will be out. So tell us.
Okay, so aside writing of books, authors also have what we call interactions with companies, as in maybe schools or institutions that need their their expertise. So for instance, like I said earlier, that if a school requires my expertise on how to use a scientific calculator, I can also make myself available and do a presentation on how to use a scientific calculator to also help them. That one is also there. Then aside that, I've also organized workshop for those teachers in those schools, so that I also upgrade their skills, sharpen their skills on how to use a scientific calculator, so that they can also have an inside training for their the team of teachers, so that they can in the same way also teach their students how to use the scientific calculator correctly or rightly. So any tool that you have, any device that you have, you need to master it. And beginning, those who were good using the computer, I mean, there were people that had interest in using the computer, so always they were exploring. They click on this will happen, they click on that. It's like try and error. So they were trying to explore the computer after they've gotten the basic knowledge. So I can tell you that once you have a basic knowledge of how to use a scientific calculator and you explore, you develop more interest, and you discover new ways or new things that you can do with the scientific calculator. And let me say that think the calculator has 417 functions, over 417 functions, the scientific calculator. So you can imagine in examination, how many do you need? You just need only a few. So once you have a good mastery of it, you can easily move in between questions and answer questions by just applying the scientific calculator to answer questions correctly.
Oh, okay, Ben.
Yeah. No, authors don't write book only. No, authors don't write just book. No, they've got so many functions aside them writing book. You know, they speak in public engagements too as well. Because when you need a resource person for a particular, let's say, topic, and realize that maybe Mr. Mauto have got broader knowledge on this topic, you will invite him because you know that he's an author. He has written maybe a book on this topic before. That's why you invite him. And also, they teach too as well. Some of them too are teachers, like Mr. Mauto said. He's a teacher aside an author or a writer. He's a teacher. So everything that he teaches his students, he also puts them in a written form, because as he said earlier, not all students can get access to what he teaches his students. Maybe there are other students in other schools that haven't gotten access to whatever he taught his students. So they will get to experience that through his book too as well. And also they are a sort of link between government and let me say teachers, because authors sometimes speak on behalf of schools or teachers too as well. They stand in the gap on behalf of schools, because they have to, I'm looking for the right word, they have to liaise with government and the schools, maybe in terms of maybe the school needs this, the school needs, so the schools will use the influence of that author to speak for them too as well.
Okay, so Mauto, you've sat down. I'm supposed to write book. I haven't come out with my book. I will come out with my book. You sat down, you come out with scientific calculator or calculator techniques, right?
Yes.
And let me ask that. We have a lot of schools. If not government schools, we have private schools. Is your book calculator technique? Is it, which schools are they using now?
Okay, so
have you been able to reach some of the schools that you've introduced to them?
Yeah. So with the calculator techniques book, it's not only in private schools, okay, it's in government schools as well. And some of the books are in government schools, top government schools in Cape Coast. Copies are there in Fancy Pin. Students are using it. At the Sadell College, as my alma mater, as I went to that place, the books are also there. So private schools as well, remedial school, especially this remedial school. I nearly forgot. Remedial schools, I mean, when people write exams, you can imagine the first time they didn't do that was when they say your maths is not good, you have to rewrite. These remedial schools, you go write again. After the first attempt, second attempt, you are getting discouraged.
I didn't know make business. And they will intentionally fail you so that you're writing for them. That is how I see it. They are making business. They are making business.
They don't intentionally fail.
Oh, they are making
They will
business.
sell you based on what
They are doing business. It's business that they are doing.
No, because it's like I ask you 1 + 1, then you tell me 5. I'll mark you wrong.
They are doing business.
It's true. Like my brother said, what you write is what they will mark. So if you don't write the right thing, you will not get the right marks. So the remedial schools, it will help them a lot. So those who have written the first time didn't pass, or second time, they can come around these calculator techniques and guidance. It will help them, because in a scientific usage of a scientific calculator cuts across subjects, not only mathematics. Those doing economics, chemistry, they can. The one interesting thing about this calculator is that once you specialize in how to use the calculator, especially the first one, how to solve equation, you can create your own equation out of it. For instance, velocity. V equals U plus 80. Final velocity is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration times time. Okay. Then you have density is equal to mass over volume.
If you finish, I also calculate friction.
So these are things at your own business. I mean, profit and loss. You can all input it into the calculator in formula form.
Times rate times all over 100.
Yes, that's interest for your principal times rate times over 100. That's good. You can equally input it in the calculator, and you enjoy the answers the calculator will give you. If you want to calculate compound interest, compound interest equals principal bracket open 1 plus rate over 100 bracket close all to the power t. You can use to find the compound interest amount, where t is your time, your p is your principal, and your how do you call it, the r is your rate. You can just input it in the formula and the calculator understands to give you the answer in real time. And I think
I also use it for pie charts.
Pie chart. Oh, okay. The pie chart calculation, you can just use it to calculate the angles.
Okay.
The various angles, maybe a sector. There are 200 people in a community. What angle does that represent? So just if it's 20% who are males and maybe the other percent which are females, can calculate the angle. Calculator can also help you to do that. So it helps a lot.
Okay. Ben, do you have something to say?
Yeah, so this boils down to, as a person, how creative you should be, because creativity doesn't fall on we the designers alone. Even Mr. Mauto just said that if you get used to the calculator, you're able to create your own equations. So it brings to our side also. If you are creative, you are able to bring out creative stuffs for people to get to know you. So if what Mr. Mauto just said, with these equations, if he's able to bring out some equations that no one has brought out before, all the credit will come to Mr. Mauto. So I will encourage people to be creative. We shouldn't be doing the usual things always. You should be creative in every aspect. Every aspect that you find yourself. Just think of what difference you can make there.
Okay. So, Mauto.
Yes.
So we are talking about calculator techniques, right?
Yes.
And it shows us how you come by it.
Yeah.
So for now, if someone who is watching you, or a child is in maybe SHS or JHS or going to the university, and the person is looking for the book because you can see that the book can help, or even some schools that are also looking for this. So how would they manage to get you?
Okay, so those institutions or individuals that need the calculator techniques book, they can contact me on 0249 521 604. 0249 521 604. It's on WhatsApp. And on Facebook, they should type Mauto Bochi. I'm on Facebook as well, and Instagram as well. So if they contact me and they need a presentation on the calculator techniques book to help their students to excel in their examination, as is ongoing in the current WASI, and I think I'll be readily available and put my expertise at their disposal. Deploy all skills and intellectual innovation at the expense of the student to help them excel. Okay. So I'm available.
Okay. So before Ben will come in, let me ask that. So your place, your school, Greece, right? Yeah. So are they faring in your side?
Oh, they are doing well. With certain engagement with some of the students, as I took them through the scientific calculator techniques, they were marveled to see, hey, so the calculator can do all this. I say yes. So even those who don't really have interest in maths, because of how the exposure that I've given to them on how to use a calculator, the person will develop an interest. Okay. So this will help even those mathematics phobia people, those who hate mathematics, who fear mathematics. They'll develop interest in mathematics once they start using the book, especially at the higher level, the WASI, senior high, and then the university and other tertiary institution. Because at GHS they don't use calculator, but the GHS student can also use it because there's a manual solution as well. So this book is like buy one get one free.
Okay.
So when you buy it, you don't need a scientific calculator. You have manual solution as well.
Okay.
So buy one get one free.
Okay. So you show where they will get the book, and if they also need some maybe teachings or demonstrations or whatever, if they get you, you help. Okay. So let me come to Ben. Then we call it a day. So Ben, so what are you going to add up, and then you tell us?
Yeah, as I said earlier, I'm a fashion designer.
I thought you add something up about the book
before
you go there.
Yeah, so to add up to what Mr. Mauto just said, the book is really good. Per what Mr. Mauto has said, I mean, we should take advantage of it. Every parent should try and get this book for the word that is in SHS, uni, about to enter the SHS. They should try and get a copy for their ward. If you know that your ward is not doing well in mathematics, you should get this book, and also get the scientific calculator as well. So if the word will be good if you have a calculator for the word, so that the word will be looking at whatever is there and be practicing it on the calculator. Otherwise, without a calculator, the person will not be perfect in it. So you have to get the word, the book, and the calculator too as well. And I would want to encourage Mr. Mauto to continue with the good work that he has started, because it's not easy publishing a book in this country. It's not easy publishing a book in this country because the push is not there in this country. So if someone like Mr. Mauto has started, he will need our push, he will need our encouragement to be able to push, so that one day he'll become a household publisher, like the likes of Akiola, Asempa, and the stuff. So my prayer is that one day I'll be somewhere, then I'll hear of Mr. Mauto, and I'll be like, oh, I know him. We've sat on a show before. I know him. Yeah, I'll be proud because he's from Ghana. Yeah, I'll be proud because he's from Ghana.
Pretty sure I'll also come out with my book.
Yeah, and I'll be glad to as well.
That will be journalism.
Yeah. I'll be expecting it. I don't like reading, but I'll make sure I read that book.
You don't like reading?
No, I don't like reading.
Wow.
Because me, I'm a practical man, so I don't like reading. So, to end up, as you know, I'm a fashion designer too as well. I deal in all kinds of clothes, wedding, traditional, all kinds, corporate too as well. And I have a cut for schools too as well. So there's a percentage for schools. So all headmasters, headmistresses out there, if you want to sew school uniform for your school people, you can contact Luchu Clothing on 0247 250 345, 0247 250 345, and we'll sort you out.
Okay. So, gentlemen, thank you for coming. Yeah, so this is Fingerprint, and with Fingerprint, all that we want to do and what people to know is about job creation, because in the country there's no job. So if you are able to come out with something that will help you to continue living, that is what is important. So like someone learning mathematics in school, yes, be able to sit down, analyze things, and come out with a book. Selling this book will bring something. People will also take the book and they also sell, they also get something. So it's like helping himself, helping others, and it goes on and on and on. The same applies to maybe sewing something. It's the same thing. So we have the wholesalers and retailers, and it goes on like that. So if we create our own thing and we sell it, or that is what we focus on, it is going to help us more than the color job. Because with the color job, there's a shaky. Little things that maybe will happen. Maybe you are not even at that particular time. But because you are working there, because of something small, you can be laid off. But if you have your own thing, you not think about 5 to 9. You think about how you are going to do it and do it better. So this is where time will permit us to draw the curtain down for today's program. My name is Ni Odai Kofi, and I do this with Benjamin Lochu and Mauto Kojo Bochi. Thank you all, and catch us same time next week. Bye for now.
Ashi TV. Ajatwengme Keminshe.
TV, yo wa